Hi guys, it's Dave at the Humble Trekker channel. How you doing out today? I'm going to be going through a tried and tested and historical method for navigation in deep woods. It's called the Swedish Pole Compass, and for this you're going to need a very long pole. This one being about 4 meters is the right kind of length for it. Now what the Swedish pole method is, it's a method for navigating through thick woodland, thick forest. The area I'm filming in today isn't a particularly thick, dense forest, but it's going to be good enough for demonstrating this method. This method has been used in Sweden, and I'm sure the same principle is used right around the world. Nothing is invented in one place only, but it is known as the Swedish Pole Compass method. It's used for traditionally from moving, for example, from one hunting spot to another, from one logging camp to another. It's a way of getting through dense undergrowth, or also navigating in the dark when a compass has got limited value. A standard compass, a standard magnetic compass like this, or a military compass or a sighting compass, whatever type of compass you've got, it's got limited use because you cannot actually see a long distance. So what you take advantage of is the human being's ability to follow a long pointing stick. Now how this works is just like this. This method is good for distances travelling from 1 kilometre, even just 400 metres, that kind of distance, up to around 2, 3, 4, 5 kilometres. Longer than that and it's probably going to be too tiring and too time consuming to do it if you're one person. If you're a group of you, you could probably team up and do it. But what you do is, from your starting point, you take a compass bearing towards your destination in a straight line. So you need to know your actual exact compass bearing to where your destination is, and then you take your pole like this and you point it on that bearing. This is a simple concept. There'll be more details later on in the video. And then you walk until you come across an obstacle, thick underbush growth, or whatever it is that's going to get in your way. And then when you get to that point, now without the pole you'd have to walk around this, what is a tree trunk, without sticking branches. You take your pole and you push it through the obstacle in the best possible straight line from where you started, and then you can simply walk around your obstacle and pick up your exact direction. It could help you get past a fallen tree trunk like this. This is quite a small example of a fallen tree trunk, but maybe if you've got a large pack on, you wouldn't be able to climb over it or get under it, or if you've got an injury, but you want to head in this direction, you could put your pole under it, and then for extra security you could get your compass out, make sure your actual pole is still on the correct bearing, and then you can go round the back of the fallen tree, an easier place to cross, come back here, pick up your correct direction. Picking up the stick is a critical moment in this navigation technique. You don't just walk around the obstacle, pick it up and get on your way with one hand. This pole now is your lifeline. This is pointing in the direction you want to travel. So what you want to do is what I call towing the line. If you play golf, you may use this technique when you're aiming at lining up your ball. What you do is you get your right foot toe, your left toe, and you get that exactly laying in line with this pole now. So my big toes are underneath this pole, actually a little bit in front of it. So when you look down, your two eyes should be looking exactly vertically in a straight line, a straight plane down onto that pole. And then when you're doing that, then you look like this. So you're towing the line. It's a little bit difficult here because it's a slope, but you're towing the line. Your whole body is parallel to this pole, and then you can look along the pole and you can see something in the distance which this pole is pointing at. So in this case it's a tree in the distance. It's about 40 meters away. Then you can pick up the pole and then you're ready to keep going again towards that more distant part of the landscape which you're now aiming towards. And you keep moving towards that as quickly as you possibly can until the next obstacle appears. This is how you use the pole as an extension of your magnetic compass. It works best with one of these types of base plate compasses, the orienteering type compass. You make a line on your pole with your knife, and you can get a straight edge off your compass, of course, and then you set your bearing on your compass. So let's say I think this is going to be about 160 degrees there. It's a little bit more just for this demo. Yeah, get that in north. So now whenever you stop, or whenever you want to check your direction, you can put your base plate compass on this line. Make sure your north is pointing in the north red arrow there. And if you walk towards the tip of your long pole, you'll be heading in the correct direction. That explanation was a bit up and down, wasn't it? Let's show you how it works again. Okay, so you set your bearing to your arrow there, your marching arrow. You line that up there, so in this case it's 280 degrees, and then you look down and you see you're only looking a few centimetres there, so you can do this in the dark. And then you move your pole backwards and forwards until the north is pointing north in the doghouse there. It's in the red arrow, and then you look down your pole and you can see that's the direction you've got to be marching. And then you just march towards your tip of your pole, so you can navigate very accurately in the dark. Thanks for watching, guys. That's the Swedish Pole Compass method. If you've not tried it before, get out in the woods, have a go at it. Just try over a few hundred yards, a few hundred metres, see how you get on with it. It's a great little bit of knowledge to have in the back of the mind, having a toolbox for any eventuality you might need in the future. Take care, till the next time, have a great time.